Barack Obama said that Joe Biden is finishing the job with my former staff. He said that this week.
And what exactly does that mean, finishing the job? What? And of course, you're never going to get a follow-up when anybody's talking to Barack Obama. They're just gazing at him in this, oh, my God, I'm actually talking to him. What exactly is finishing the job? I mean, that's what I want to know. I want to know what President Obama thinks. Go ahead.
The fundamental transformation of America. That's what it means.
Into what? Into what?
Into a non-free market, more of a, I hate to use this word, but that is the technical definition, more of a fascistic state where it is the corporations and the government colluding together to decide what America needs. If you look at what came out yesterday. Let me see if I can find this here. This is from the Washington Examiner. A house with a white picket fence and a big backyard might have been a staple for the American dream once upon a time, but if the Biden administration gets its way, the dream could soon be out of reach for millions of people. As part of his $2.3 trillion infrastructure plan, the Biden administration is pushing local governments to allow apartment buildings and neighborhoods that are restricted to single-family homes. The administration claims it's a way to ease the national affordable housing shortage and combat racial injustice in the housing market. So in other words, if you live in a nice neighborhood where you don't have big apartment buildings and everything else, the government is going to start cutting funding unless your local zoning community starts putting in affordable housing and apartment complexes. That's going to fundamentally change everything in our society.
Look, I think that Barack Obama ran his presidency in a traditional way. All right? The only thing that he did that shook up everybody was Obamacare, which is a socialist program. So you and me, we pay for other people's health insurance. We pay, all right, so they can get treated free. That's socialism, all right? But other than that, Obama pretty much did what every other president did. He didn't, his overseas vision was, we're one of many, but we're not really a superpower and all of that. But now things have changed for Barack Obama, and it is him, I believe, who is calling a lot of the shots for Joe Biden. I don't think there's any question about that, right through Susan Rice. Susan Rice, the main domestic advisor. And now it's different because here's the thing that's changed. When Obama was president for those 8 years, the corporate media was still quasi-responsible. They loved him. Thrill up the leg, chill up the leg, you remember. They loved him, but they weren't completely in the tank. Now they are. Mm-hmm. Now this brand new, brave new world of socialism has been embraced by the greediest people on the planet, corporate media. You don't get more greedy than them. And I've worked there for 45 years. They are the worst, okay? But they now are woke, and they now say, yes, we've got to have equity. And what equity means is that certain groups get favorable treatment, including free money from the federal government at the expense of everybody else. Corporate media says, equity, like that now.
Equity, as defined by Marxists, means everybody ends up in exactly the same place. So it's massive redistribution of wealth. And, when you say that Barack Obama didn't do much, he was a traditional president, I disagree. I think what he did was he laid the foundation in many Bill, I'd urge you to look at a story that came out about a year ago now that showed that the Democrats and the Biden administration were already beginning to look into the levers and controls that the cabinet has and all of the agencies. This is a Barack Obama move, and it was very Woodrow Wilson in its attack. And that is, you can fundamentally change things by, for instance, taking over zoning in local communities. You can change things by making sure that money is had if you teach critical race and not. Barack Obama also began this war of race, which is horrific. But listen to what Joe Biden said. The data shows that young black entrepreneurs are just as capable of succeeding given the chance as white entrepreneurs are, but they don't have lawyers. They don't have accountants. Are you kidding me? That is something that Barack Obama would have said. I would have never thought I would hear it from Joe Biden 10 years ago, but listen to that. That's the fundamental transformation of America.
But it's a false narrative. So my vision for America and the federal and state governments is that your obligation, President Obama, President Biden, President Trump, whoever's in there, okay, your obligation is to set up a system where everybody has an equal chance, all right, to pursue opportunity, not an outcome, as you just pointed out. Yes,
correct.
That's what Barack Obama wants. Joe Biden doesn't know what he wants. All right, Joe Biden doesn't know macroeconomics. He's never read the Communist Manifesto. If I were sitting with Biden or you. We're sitting with Biden in an interview situation, it would be embarrassing for the president. Don't you agree?
I agree with that. Yes.
Okay.
So let me ask you this.
It wouldn't be that we were nasty. It wouldn't be that I wouldn't be, but I would be asking him very specific questions about the economy, about how the Constitution was forged. So it's opportunity that is provided to the American citizens.
Correct.
And for a while, blacks didn't have that fair chance. But now, in my opinion, most of them do. Not all, because of family situations, and the government cannot control that. Go ahead.
So let me move it to the ransomware that now another company has paid. And
this is outrageous.
The response from the White House has been, look, these companies just aren't taking the precautions that they need to take, and so this is a private sector thing. This has nothing to do with the White House. That's outrageous, Bill.
It's so outrageous. All Congress has to do is pass a law that says anyone or any group that attacks the infrastructure of America using cyberspace will be deemed a terrorist. That will be deemed a terrorist act. That law could be 2 pages long. That's all it needs to be. Once you're designated as a terrorist or your group is defined that way, then Joe Biden, the President of the United States, can drop a drone on you legally. Okay? Special forces kick your door in. All right? Legal.
So let me just hang on just a second. Let me just say this. I am not for that because I could easily see us going into a dystopian sort of world where the United States and Google and Facebook, we've become China. And I don't want that law on the books. Here's what I want on the books. The laws that we have and a clear understanding that if a country is knowing, there's nothing that happens in Russia that Putin doesn't understand and doesn't know about. And And we need a president that actually speaks softly but carries a big stick and says, look, you're a foreign actor. You know that this is happening. And if you don't stop it, we hold you responsible for it because we can't go in and get your guys across the border. You take care of it because we know you know about it.
Beck, it's just not going to get anywhere. It's not going to stop it. Putin's going to go, I don't know who these people are. They're in Kazakhstan.
Do you think that would be the same? Do you think that would be the same if Donald Trump were in office today?
I don't know. I told Donald Trump this, man to man, face to face. I wasn't off the record, so I can tell you. I was in a telephone conversation. And I said to him, look, if you really care about fentanyl and heroin and all of this stuff and the border and the smugglers and all of that, you know who's doing that. And he goes right away. He goes, the drug cartels, Mexican drug cartels. I said, that's right. They're causing America tens of billions of dollars worth of damage, and they're killing thousands and thousands of thousands through the drugs. And he agreed. And I said, you can stop this with an executive order, and all you have to do is designate the Mexican drug cartels as a terrorist group. You do that, you can unleash the power of America and wipe them out.
What do you say?
That's my point. That's my point. Now, if Congress passed that law, and I wouldn't do it by an executive order if I were president, I would ask Congress to pass a law. I guarantee you all the hacking will stop. It will stop. So
it's not the drug cartels. It's not the drug cartels. And, fentanyl is not coming from Mexico. The fentanyl is coming from China. No, it's not. It's coming from China.
It's made in China.
Yes, and it's being smuggled, but it is being correct. It is being supplied by China. We have an opium war that is happening, and China is in league with the drug cartels. But they're the ones making it, and they're knowingly shipping it.
Yeah, but fentanyl's not hard to make, Beck. I mean, the Mexicans are making it too, and so are the Chinese. Anybody who makes it's going to make money, and they're going to kill people. It's a lethal drug. But you get my point. That you in this world, if you're going to allow hackers to disrupt national security, which they did on the Colonial Pipeline, if you are going to allow that with, we might slap sanctions on you, that's never going to end. You can end it.
Okay,
The end has to be firm.
All right, let me, that's anything but anything with Joe Biden. Nothing is firm with him. I could go further, but I'm not going to. It would be cheap.